Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is EYEBROW. So, new and old subscribers, you're welcome. Welcome back to another makeup tutorial video. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the experience that I had while working on my model. Okay, my love, so this video is tagged the most chaotic because I had a very chaotic and dramatic experience while working on this model. So on this particular day, I booked a makeup session with my model and she came in sweating. So as usual, I cleansed the face, hydrated the face, added some moisturizers to the lips and to the face, and then the lights went off. The drama has begun. So we continued with the makeup. The lights came back again. We continued with the makeup. I added some primers, added hydrating primer from Msmetics, which is the aqua grip hydrating primer. So I applied the primer all over the face except underneath the eyes. Then moving forward, I added the Gentle Dove mattifying primer and I applied this primer only on the T-zone areas. So guys, this is where I messed up. I was supposed to add this primer all over the face as usual. Then moving forward, I added foundation, and the foundation I used for this makeup tutorial is the Sylvimak mattifying oil control foundation. This is a Nigerian brand and it's so good. Then the beauty blender I'm using is from Didi beauty line. Moving forward, I also hydrated the face again to give the foundation a skin-like finish. So guys, I continued blending. I was just blending in the foundation and then the lights went off and came back again. The drama has begun. The light kept going off and on for no reason. I really did not know and I could not figure out what was wrong with my light. It kept on going off and on, but the ring light was stable. The ring light was just there. So I continued with the makeup. I used the classic foundation as the contour. The lights went off again. At this point, I became so frustrated. Everywhere was hot. The lights came back. So for the blush, I'm using this Becharm Ageless cream blush. So I'm just taking that shade and I'm using my hand to apply that. So I kept on with the makeup. We continued just blending. There was a little fan beside, but the fan was not really making justice to the way she was feeling. So for nose contour, I'm using that same classic foundation to contour the nose. So at this point, when I wanted to apply the concealer underneath the eyes, so for the concealer, I'm using the Adventure concealer. I'm going to leave all the details, all the products that I use, all the details in the description box below. At this point, I noticed that she was about to sweat. That is why I said I messed up in my face prep routine. I was supposed to apply the mattifying primer all over the face, and also the frustration from the lights and every other thing that was supposed to calm her down wasn't there. So I noticed she was about to sweat. even at that, we still continued with the makeup. So I'm using that small beauty puff. It came with the other beauty sponge that I had. It came as a set. I've not been using it, so I decided to use it this time around. At this particular point too, the lights went off for some seconds and came back again. So I continued blending, blended everything in, blended the concealer in thoroughly. But at a particular point, I had to switch to my big beauty blender. So we continued with the makeup, and the blending was no longer smooth because she has started sweating. So to set the concealer, I'm using the Mirac Cosmetics setting powder in the shade Cinnamon to set underneath the eyes and every other part that I concealed with the concealer. So even at this point, she was sweating, the lights kept disturbing us. I was also tensed. I wasn't really happy anymore. I couldn't really figure out what was wrong. What should I do? So the sweat that was coming out was also disturbing. It was obstructing the smooth blending in of the products, but I still continued. And the little fan she was holding was not making justice. So we continued with the makeup, added the setting powder to the smile lines, and then moving forward to powder contour, powder nose contour. I'm using that shade from my powder palette to contour the nose areas. So we couldn't really talk, we were just mute, everybody was quiet, we were just looking at the lights, praying. Within me, I was praying that this light should no longer disturb. So to finish up the powder work, I'm using that V Beauty mattifying powder in the shade Maroon to finish up the powder work. So guys, at this point, please, I'm begging, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and also like this video. So after applying the powder, the sweat reduced a little. So it was the oil, it was not really like a sweat, it was, how should I put it now, it was like an oil. The oil was trying to come out from the face. And this model of mine, she's also a client, she has normal skin, normal to combination skin. So I was surprised at this particular day that the oil was gushing out from our face, but we still continued with the makeup because we have started the makeup and we have to complete it. So for powder blush, I'm using the CPD, and at this point you can see what the light is doing. Finally the lights went off, finally. So after setting the under eyes to receive eyeshadow fall off, we were confused, we don't even know what to do anymore. But the ring lights, so right now the ring light that is beside her is the one giving this lighting. So we didn't even know what to do, and the next thing I thought of was, let's go outside. So now we are using the natural light to film. So we came out, set the tripod, set the filming device, everything, and we continued with the makeup. Continued blending the eyeshadow, and then we're just there. At this point, the natural breeze too came, so she was a little bit relaxed and calm. I was just blending in the eyeshadow, so she was a little bit calm. So I continued with the eyeshadow. kept on blending in the various shades that I wanted to achieve the look that I had in my mind to create. So I was just blending, and my model too was calm and relaxed at this point. So to line the waterline, I use the Karite gel liner, the black shade, to line the waterline. Further to the brows, and I am trimming down the brows to give it the natural look. So for the brow trimmer, I'm using the hyper brow trimmer and a spoolie to trim down the brows, after which I went straight to lips because I wanted the brow trimmer to dry up a little. So for the lips, I'm using the Becharm Ageless Cosmetics lip palette, and I'm just taking that light pink shade into the inner parts of the lips. So for the brows, I'm using the Davis eye pencil to line the borders of the eyebrows, and I also use that to fill in the brows to give it a stroke like finish. So at this point, everything was going smoothly. We enjoyed ourselves, the breeze, the cool breeze outside, everything was just going in perfectly well. So I went further to conceal the lower part of the brows using the concealer and the foundation mixed. At this point, the light came, and it was the federal lights, the Nigerian lights, popularly known as NEPA lights. So we went in and we continued with the makeup. For me, I would have still preferred the natural lights. I think the natural light setup was actually nice, and it was good also, but we went inside to finish up the makeup. Okay guys, so I am lining the upper parts of the lips using a brown shade from the lip palette, and at this point I realized my camera was not placed properly. It's like it wasn't even recording initially, and it was not placed properly also. So I was just walking. In fact, I became so frustrated, I was tired, so I continued with the makeup. I was just doing the job. Let me just do something. Let me, since I've started the video, the shoot, let me just complete the shoot. That was all I had in mind. so I never knew that the camera was not properly being placed on the tripod, but I just continued with the makeup. So guys, I'm just trying to blend in the setting powder. So for mascara, I'm using the Didi Beauty Line mascara. This is a new find. I got it recently also. So after then, we moved forward to fix the false eyelashes, and we are using a short eyelash for this tutorial. So it was while editing this video that I came to realize I lost some clips. I went back to check the camera and I noticed the camera was not properly placed, so I reset the camera, but at that point I lost some clips. So guys, this is the finished look. Can you see the oil? But it still came out nice. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.